Okay guys, before we get started, make sure you guys install the plugins and make sure your PC or Mac are compatible for rendering and editing, or otherwise your machine will actually crash, lag, and also not perform really well. So make sure you at least have a recommended specs or minimum specs. I would go for recommended specs before starting this video. So yeah, okay. Today guys, we're going to do a 2D intro tutorial. This is going to be a full on tutorial with voice exclamations to help you guys. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to right click, import, file, get the song. So make sure you download the song here, right? Now we're going to make a new composition. We're going to call this text. For the width, I just leave it here. So yeah, I just leave it this way. So this is my default one. And you will need a pretty beefy computer in order to run this resolution to render this out. But if you can't, then I'll go for 720 or 720p 30 FPS, or at least 1080p 30 FPS if you're comfortable with it. But I'm just gonna go with higher resolution and higher frame rate for better video quality, so I just go with that. So yeah, 16 seconds as a duration. Click OK, and so yeah, you should have a black background. Now we're gonna make a text. So go to new, go to text. We're gonna pick a name. So we're gonna pick this name here. So we're gonna pick this name. So yeah, it should come out really nice. So if you're doing a 2-line text, which I'm doing, you can feel free. You're lucky enough. So make sure you read the settings actually. So make sure it's 300 pixels here. Make sure it's 256. Make sure it's that font I'm choosing. Make sure it's 60 here. And also click the transform. Make sure you double check this. Okay, if it's all good, then you're all good to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to gradient ramp. We're going to go to gradient ramp. We're going to make sure that copy this down here. Make sure move up. Make sure it looks good on paper. So I'm just going to make sure it's this here. Make sure it's around 640 here. We're going to make sure this one is at least that much here. Also, we're gonna make sure that if it doesn't look that good, you can also leave it here. So if it doesn't look that good, you can also move it here. So I'll move it to here. I don't know if you can add the second one. Yeah, you can add the second one here. You can add the second one here. So it's not gonna look good, but you know, I'll add a second one if possible. It looks good on top, so of course. Now what we're gonna do is stroke this part here. We're gonna do this here. Pick any color you want. I'm gonna go for this, a mint color. Press 8. If you're not satisfied with this, you can also do 1-line text. You just have to remove this. Unfortunately, here you will have to replace it. Move this here. Move this here. You have to move this here until you're satisfying here. You have to move this here, and you have to copy and paste this. You have to delete this. Enter. Press this again, and then you have to move this here until you're okay with it. So yeah, until you're okay with it. So, and then you can also change the colors of it. So I'll go for something that is here. Okay, so it looks good already. Now what you're gonna go to is new control selection. Go to echo space. Echo space. Setup just 24. Repeater for scale -1. For the Y 1.5. If it doesn't work, if -1 doesn't work, you can also do 0.5 or -0.5. 0.5 negative. Okay. Now we're gonna hit repeat. Okay. Click on new adjustment layer. Rename this hue. Go to hue saturation. To do this, you can go to new layer, new adjustment layer, or you can do is click this part, this empty spot here. Just right click, adjustment, new adjustment layer. Boom. Okay. Make sure you drag this here into there. Okay. For likenesses, -25. That's my preferred method. Or you know what, do -15. I'll do -15. Looks nicer. Or -20. Just whatever it looks the best. Okay. Now I would also do is inner shadow in case, because it looks nice. 25. 25 as opacity. For distance, I'll do 8. Copy and paste it here. Looks good. Looks nice. Looks good. And then a new comp for selection. Stroke. Make sure it's 9. Make sure it's white. Or if it doesn't work, just 8 is okay. 8 is okay. Now you can also add drop shadow. Drop shadow. Make sure you click this to view the drop shadow here. 45, 18, 8. You can also move this to at least 105. You can also change it here to whatever you desire. So I think 9 is a sweet spot. 20 is a sweet spot as well. And then go to wrap. Go to wrap. Make sure you find wrap under distort. Drag it to here. For band, just press 6. For vertical, press 8. And it's gonna look really good. If it doesn't look that good, you can also change whatever you want. So 8, 6. Nah, it doesn't look good. I think it looks. Nah, it doesn't look good. I think that looks perfect. Okay, save this here. Save it to wherever you can. So I'm just gonna save it here. Okay. Now go to transform. Make sure you get a proportional grid before you're doing this. Make sure center the access point to wherever you can. Guesstimate how you're gonna do it, but this is a sweet spot. So yeah, this is actually a sweet spot here. And then just click on new comp for selection. Delete this. Make sure the spacing is nice. If it doesn't look that nice, you can also move this around, but I think it looks perfect enough. So yeah, looks good enough. So you already accomplished it, even though it doesn't look that good. But I'm gonna make some last changes before you actually start. So I'll make some really last changes here. Just fix the colors around here. Last changes here. Just make some last changes as possible, to fix everything you can. So yeah, the last changes looks amazing. So once you're satisfied with the text design, then you're good to go, and we're gonna proceed to the next part, which is the background, and then the sync effects, and then the spines. So yeah, let's finish this strong. So So take a break if you can, because intro design can take a lot of time. So make sure you stay hydrated, take a break once in a while. So yeah, see ya. Hey guys, okay, welcome back to this video. So we're gonna make the backgrounds so that we can import the text to the background. So now let's go to make a new composition. So click this one, new composition, call this BG. Okay, make a new solid. You can also make the new solid, new solid. We're gonna pick a color that we want. So I think we can pick this color. Pick this color here. Now we're gonna go to gradient. We're gonna go to gradient. Make sure your frame rate is 60 FPS because we're doing 60 FPS. If you're doing 30 FPS, make sure it's 30. So I'm gonna do 60. Now go to gradient ramp. Drag this here. Now what we're going to do is make this blue. Make this mint here. Boom. Boom. It looks good. Now what we're going to do is we can do 4-color gradient if we want, but I'm gonna leave it there. So we can also copy and paste this as well. We can also do 4-color gradient, but we don't want to. If you want to make really detailed backgrounds, you can also make the shapes here. You can also draw out the circles. So hold shift here. You can also do this as well. Just to make the backgrounds detailed enough. So you can also do this as well, which I'm not gonna do this here, but if you want to, you can also make the backgrounds more detailed. If you want to, you can also do this. You can also fill up the stroke to be exactly whatever you want. So I'll pick this color. What we're going to do is 4-color gradient. 4-color gradient here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick the colors we want. So main colors here. We're gonna do this here. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use gloss and blur. So we're gonna gloss and blur this thing here. We're gonna select the colors we want, so we're gonna select it at least whatever colors we want, but I'm gonna just do is 25 here. We can also do is Nzxt blur this thing here. We can also make this pixelated if we want to. We can also make this pixelated here if we want to. We can also make this pixelated. I'll put at least 125 here to make it pixelated here. You see this? It looks really good. Looks really good here. Looks really good. Now we're gonna make another one. So go to solid. Go to put white here. Go to Vented blends, like this effect here. We're going to put 45 under 45 here. We're going to put it here, under there, or over there if you want to. Put 15. Put at least 15. Put this here. Go to effects, go to that. Direction, keyframe this to the end, put 1, put 180. Boom. Looks really good so far. Looks good so far. What we can also do is we can also leave it there if we want to. But we can also move this top here. So okay, now this is just a crappy background I made. Now it's time for the particles. Okay, the particles are quite easy. Now you can also do is You can also use solid. I'm going to put at least black. We'll call this particles here. Save this. Go to particular here, particular. Save it here. Drag it there. Go to designer. Pause this animation. Go to point. Go to box here. Box. X, Y, Z individual. We're gonna press this number here. We want to not have so many particles here. Direction speed 5, velocity 25, 5. Put glow. We're gonna put at least 55 here. No, 45. We're gonna press this here. We're gonna put opacity. Then we're gonna put that. We're gonna put this here. Oh, it looks bad. Well, we can also increase this that we want, so we can also increase it to that much if it's not that good, but it looks good already. So apply it. It should appear, it doesn't look that good. You can also, play around with the gravity, so I'll put at least 50 here. Doesn't play around. I don't like downwards, I just want it upwards, so go with a negative here. For that, I'm gonna put at least 6,000. Looks too fast. Let's put 2,000. Okay, it looks a bit fast. 1,000. That is just right. Okay, let's make the particles overlive. Press this here. You want to mint color here. Okay, looks good enough. Here. Looks good enough. Now we're gonna add the drop shadow here. Opacity 45. 18. No, 18 is too strong. That 8. No, that looks too strong. I think that looks just right here. That looks right. Okay. We're gonna make the white particles as well. So go to solid. Call this white particles. Here. White particles. Drag this here. We're gonna go to designer. We're gonna do the same thing except differently. So go to glow. Change this here. For size. 6 here. Opacity. 25 here. Go to box, go to XYZ individual, increase this wherever you can. Size random, put 25. So there you go. Velocity 25 as well. I'm gonna increase the particle size to that. Boom. Negative that here. That, boom, it looks decent. Okay, we can also do the pixelated style, so I'm gonna do mosaic here. I'm gonna drag it there. Oh, we already applied it. Let's apply it to the solid here. We're gonna increase it by 65 here, so it looks really good. We're also apply it to the particles as well. We're gonna do 140. We're gonna copy and paste it down here. So it looks really good so far. It looks really good. Looks really good. It looks really good. Now, looks really good. Looks really good. Okay, now it's time to make the main one. So go to create a main composition. Drag this here. Drag the text. Drag your final text here, and then see the result. See, it looks good. Okay. Now we're gonna make the color correction. So go to new, go to the adjustment layer, go to rename, call it CC. Go to looks here. Choose edit. Okay, for subject, pick pop, increase it by 45 here. Go to exposure, right, 1 point. Okay, now I do 0.1. Edge softness, blur size 1, radius 1.25. For vintage, just put 25. Put 1.25 here. If you don't like it, you can also change it. So diffusion, this thing here, 140 here. Move this whatever you want. Add another one in case. Increase this by whatever number you want. Oh, it looks the same. We can also do that as well. We can also use curves as well. So just make a S shape here on the curves. Do it a little bit here. Oh, it doesn't look that good. You can also decrease this or increase this. I'll do 75. Let's do 75 here. Let's add this here. Let's increase this here. Decrease it by -0.1 here. Decrease this here. Spot. Let's do at least. Now let's do at least that. You know, just choose whatever it looks the best here. Okay, it looks too much vintage. There's too much vintage, so we can decrease this here. Okay, it looks decent. Okay, it looks really decent. It looks really decent. It makes the colors pop out more. Let's try loot. Let's try loot. See how good these colors are. Garbage. We don't need this. How about 2 stripes? 2 stripe looks ugly. Don't want that. Let's do lens distort. Let's do -25. -25 here. That one looks ugly. We don't need that here. Sky filter. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need any of this junk here. It already looks good already. We can also add this as well. So midtones, just move it a little bit here. So you can also play around with the colors as well. So highlight, it looks ugly. It looks ugly. Boom. Looks ugly. We don't want that. Looks ugly here. Looks decent. Okay, if you don't like how the text looks, you can also change it by hue and saturation here. Plug this in. You can also change the saturation here if you want to. You can also change the lightnesses as well. So I recommend just increase it by a little bit here, and then increase it by a little bit here. So see this? The colors will pop out more. And if you're satisfied with this, then pretty much it looks really good. So if you like how the intro looks with the backgrounds and everything, then pretty much you're good to go. And if you like the color correction and if you're satisfied with it, then yeah. So this is just how to make the backgrounds, how to make the text, and also how to make the color correction. The next step, we're gonna make the sync as well, and also we're gonna teach you guys how to make the transition and also the spines to get this intro done. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next section. See ya. Okay, now we're going to get to the sync part. So to do the sync part, what you want to do is make sure that your text is not zoomed in or zoomed out. So make sure you have a minimum at least for me, I just put at least this. This should be your minimum at least. At least don't make it like too small or too big, and don't make it zoom into the camera at all, because it's gonna look ugly. So we're gonna get into the sync part. So we're gonna click new, adjustment layer. We're gonna rename this sync. I will make sure I keep things organized, so I make sure I have this spot here. That way it's more organized. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make sure we close this thing off so that it doesn't lag our preview, and we're gonna click on half because that's my my default here. Okay, so for this song, drag a song here. This is gonna be a K-pop song, so if you don't like K-pop, that's fine. You can choose another song. So for me, I'm gonna use this as an example. I'm gonna find which part I like. So let's find this part, whatever I like. So let's, I like this. I like this part. I'm gonna put it at least this part here, at least this mark here. Let's put this. I like this part. So we're gonna fade in and fade out. So 60, leave it at this here. So let's see. Okay, so you don't want to make your intro too long or too short. I say at least 7 or 8 or 9 seconds or 10 seconds. It's okay. So I think I would leave it here. So leave it here and make it fade at least 60 here. If it's too long, you can also crop this. You can also go to composition settings and just crop it whatever number you want. So see this? Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're gonna set the markers. So we're gonna set this markers here. So we're gonna sync the bass drops here. If it's a K-pop song, then yeah, it could be a little challenging, but it's not that hard. So okay, we're gonna sync. So go to new, go to adjustment layer. We're gonna name this transition, so that we're gonna make some transitions here. So for this part, right, we're gonna look at the waveforms in order to sync. So click on transform, find it on distort tab, just put it in sync. We're gonna keyframe this, we're gonna use this tool to help. So click this timer, click make a number 100, make this number 135 here, make sure it's 100 and 135, and we're gonna find a place to sync. So I'm gonna leave the backgrounds because it's demanding, so I'm just gonna say put it here. I'm gonna also make a white surface that way, and place it down here so that I will turn off the CC and also this stuff, so that it's a lot easier to work with the sync and it doesn't lag the preview. So of course, okay, let's see if what. Okay, this part, let's do this here. Okay. See here. This part here. There's gonna be a lot audio lags. So audio lag sucks, but there's a way to handle the audio lag here. All I would do is I will save frame as this. Leave everything except the text, and then we're just gonna put it in PNG sequence. We're gonna also leave it at wherever we call it. I just call it, place it whatever I want. I'm gonna leave it there, and then I'm gonna transport to this one. So I will transport this one here, replace it, leave this off. We don't need this. We can also have this. This doesn't grade your quality. You know, I'll leave it at half resolution here, and then we're gonna do this, so that prevents the audio lag. Okay, this spot is better, so we're gonna highlight this here. Oh shoot, let's do this. Okay, so do this part here, do this part. We're gonna keep on syncing this part here. Okay, this part here, okay. Yeah, this part. Do this here. This part here, and this part, and then we're done with this part. Okay, we're done with this. We're done with this part, and then last part, just leave it at 100. There you go. So you create yourself a base sync like this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something different. Click on this easy ease, make a U shape like this, make a upside down U shape, make it like this angle here, make it this one. Except for the last part, you don't want to make it too much, so just leave it here. Make it this angle. See this? Okay, you don't want to zoom into the camera, so I would suggest making it at least 75 looks good enough. Yeah, this one is good enough here. If you don't like how the sync is, you can also do a U shape like this. You can do this here. You can do this as well, so this one is quite nice. You can also do this. I don't like this. I just like to do the U shape sometimes. It just works out a lot better. Okay, now we're gonna go for a shake. Okay, for shake, right, drag this in to here. For shakes, make sure you align it to your transform. So press 0. Click this here, click this, make it 4 on the frequency, press 1 here. For the X, 76. For the Z, put 8. For the Y, make it 44. For the tail, just make it there, 6. For the tail random amp, and then tail wave 2. Okay. So we're going to make sure that this one is really nice here. So let's try this. Copy and paste this. Make sure you align to that. So Control V, press easy ease, make sure it's a little higher, make sure it's a little lower. Boom. See? Yeah, this sync is pretty unique. I like the sync. Make the last part not higher. This sync is pretty unique. Like, this sync is pretty unique. It's not that hard, but it's really bouncy. Okay, for the glow, it's gonna be a different sort. S glow, drag it here, to get the glow for the sync here. Now, click this here, brightness, 0, and then it's gonna be This is going to be at least, for the glow width 4, this is going to be at least, so it's going to be a quarter out of, it's going to be 3 out of 4, which is like 3/4. And a quarter is, it's going to, 3/4, right, is 75 cents. So just make it 75 cents here, 0.75, and then copy. Well, yeah, basically you can, but I'm just gonna stop it at here. Stop it here. Now it's time to copy and paste this. Copy, paste, copy and paste this. Copy and paste this. Copy and paste this. Copy and paste this. Continually copying and pasting until you got this part. So just make sure you align it to wherever you can. So copy and paste this, and then it should look good. So let's see how well, let's see. I know you're not gonna get the potential sync, but if you turn on the backgrounds right, put the sync above there, just give it a really nice quality. See, it's gonna look really nice. So now for the part, right, I'm gonna add the radical blur. I'm gonna add the radical blur, CC radical blur down the bottom, and do the same thing for the glow. Just make sure to align it. For that, turn scratch into rotation fading. Press 0 on the keyframe. 8 for it. Now I'll do 6. You can do whatever you want, and then 0 here. That way it just looks much better for the sync. It looks much better. So just copy and paste this until you get it. So just align it wherever you can. Wherever you can. So okay. Now do the same thing. Just click on this here. Just go to ease in, and then boom, boom. You get a really nice sync. Okay, so I'm gonna preview this here, and then we're gonna see how good it is. Damn, look at this sync. Look at this sync, right? Damn, look at this sync, right? The sync looks insane, right? You don't want your sync to be really hard or too low. You want to add enough punch to the sync so that it looks really good. See? You want to add enough punch to the sync like this. This is like a really good 2D intro sync here. Okay. So, what's next? Okay, we're gonna do the transitions. So there's a way to do the transitions here. Anyway, so I'm gonna click this off here. So let's do the transitions. Okay, we're gonna do the most part that is easiest and the hardest. So we already made the transition adjustment layer. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go to transform. We're not gonna make the sync. So we're gonna go to transform in the distort tab here. Click on the icon. Okay, if we're gonna do the zoom in or zoom out, I'm gonna teach you how to do that as well. So I'll teach you how to do a zoom out. So you pick a spot that you like. Click this one here, and then pick a spot that you want. I'll pick this spot. So this one will be at least 420. That one, and then that one we're gonna put 25 here. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna align it. This is gonna be 100 here. Okay. Click on this. Click this. Click on this. Okay. Go to Easy East. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's curved correctly. So see this? This is how you do zoom in. This is how you do zoom in. Boom. Really easy. And then we're gonna add the motion tide. We're gonna place it up top of the transform. So make the output width 400, same as the height, and then mirror edges. Boom. And it will take a while to pre-render this out. So here, you got this. See? You got this. I'm gonna turn on the third just to improve the playback quality. And also, if your playback is really laggy, I would go to purge. I would clear this out, so you don't need the disk cache, because cache is just temporary and it's not really important. See, if you clear cache, it just improves the quality overall. So that's true. We're gonna use zoom in. So to do the zoom out, it's pretty easy. Go to transform here, go to distort, add this here. Okay, we're gonna pick the spot. So keyframe this here, keyframe here, click this part, right? We're gonna put it at least that. Boom. And then this part, we're gonna put it at least this, and then we're gonna put it at least here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same things. We're going to make sure that we keyframe this really nicely. So let's try this. Okay, it looks really bad. We can do this. Make it. Looks bad. This one is a lot better. Try this. Try this. Yeah, the song can be a little hard though to sync, so okay. Now let's do the rotation here. Let's do the rotation. Okay, to do the rotation right, you press on you go to transform as well, and we're gonna teach you how to do the rotation. So set a point here, find a part you want, and then just press 150. No, you don't want to do the scale. Oops. Okay, go to rotation here, click this, also click this as well. For this, you just choose the, I'll do 150, and it's gonna be at least negative 150 here, and then this is gonna be at least 0. And then click on this. Don't click this here. Click this here. Click this part here, and then just move the curves. Drag. Use the mouse. Make sure it looks like this, so that that looks bad. We don't want that. You can also do is you can also make it look like this. See, like this. See? And then to do the text, animation to do the text, right? You click on this 3D layer, this text here. Do the same thing as you did. So I'm gonna do the X, and then we're going to do is we're gonna do 150 here. We're gonna do at least negative 150 here, and then we're gonna stop here. We're gonna put 0, and then we're gonna do is that part here. We're just gonna do here. We're gonna do here. Boom. See? And then we're gonna do we're gonna do this part. So let's do the Y part here. Y part here. Y part 150, and this part right. We're gonna do negative 150 here, and then we're gonna do this. Boom. And then we're going to ease this thing here, make it here, make it this way. Boom. You don't want to go below the line graph, so make sure it looks really nice. So yeah. And then this part right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do something different. So click on this here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do negative 50 here. We're gonna do 150 here, and then we're gonna do that. So let's do this here. Make sure it looks good. So make sure it looks nice. That way it looks really good. So see. See, it looks really nice. See, it looks really nice. We got the transitions and everything. So we already got the transition. We got the zoom in and zoom out, and also the spin rotation here. So yeah, this is just the basics, and now we can also try to do is import all this stuff here, and it's gonna look nice. We don't need this. We just keep it like this here. So that's all. This is gonna look really nice on the intro here. So that's all the basics for the sync and the transition. The next part, right, we're gonna do effects and also spines and bursts. Perhaps we can do that, or shapes, whatever you can call. So I'm gonna pause this video and let you guys experiment this and try out this, whatever. So yeah. Alrighty guys, sorry about it. So I'm gonna start making the effects. So make sure we have optics composition here, and we're going to make the zoom. So click on this, make this at least make your field of view, make sure it's 175, make sure this one is 0, and then till the end make sure it's that. So make sure it's that, and then you can also watch how to do it. So make sure it's 145 here, and then 145 here. No, make sure you do that so that the transitions will actually look much better. So make sure you watch the okay, this part right, we're gonna do this part here, and then we're gonna do 145 here, and then to the end we just do this here. Boom. And then this part here, we're going to make 165 here, and then this part make it 0 here, and then make it 0. Okay, pretty much that's it. We're going to put the turb effects here, so it looks much better. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the turb presets that I use, and you're gonna learn how to configure the settings. So just pause this video and just look at the settings here if you want to. So just look at the keyframes and also look at the settings if you want to. So this part here, boom, boom. If you don't like how it looks, you can also configure it to whatever you desire. So, and then this part right, I'm going to make that one. This is gonna be the rotation here. I'm gonna copy and paste this here, and then I'm going to increase it by that much, and then put it at least 0 here. And if you don't like it, I will make it at least, nope, I think this one needs to be better. So I will make it this part here. Okay, this part here. So let's see what else looks nice here. I'm gonna do the puddle effects or the ripple effects. I'm gonna do the puddle effects. So to make the puddle, right, you just type in this one here, make it 0, make it 4, amplitude, just move this forward, make this 0.01 here, no, point whatever this point here, and then this part here, make it here, make it till the end, 2, 2, and then that one, boom. If you don't like it, you can also change it to this much, change it to whatever you want. So let's try this here. Let's see. Okay, this part, right, we're gonna also do the ripple effects. Ripple effects here. We're gonna do the ripple effects here. 0, press that, press 25, and then we're gonna do this, boom. 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 I think it will be better to put it under sync. No, I think it will be better to put it here. Anyways. Okay. It will be better to put here. For this, right, we're going to do is we're going to copy and paste these effects here. These effects here, and then boom, that's the effects. Okay, now we're gonna make the new one. We're gonna call this main 2, and then we're going to find the part that we want to do. So make a white solid, possibly put it under here, put it under here, and then you just have to play this video here and see which part you want to have the white borders around, and you can zoom out the composition in order to do it. So See, and if see which part works out the best here. Let's see which part works out the best. It will take a while to preview this one since I'm using more objects in the composition here. So it's gonna be a little tough as usual. Maybe, I guess. Let's see here. It will take a while, so it will take a while. It will take a while. It will take a while to render this out. So okay. Okay, this part right, we're gonna do this. Okay. Click on this part here, make it, space it out a little bit if you can, make it at least 99 here. This part right, make it at least make it at least 95 here. Make it at least here, make it at least 90, and make it at least make it at least 99 here, and this part make it at least 100. Boom. That's how you do it, and then just configure it until it looks really smooth. By the way, so just make sure it's smooth enough in order. See? See? Looks. See this? See? It looks really smooth. And then we're gonna do this again, so let's try this here. Let's try this. Let's try this here. Let's try this. 90, and then 85 here, and then that could be 99 here. Here, and then that one is going to be smooth. So this one, it's going to look really smooth. So of course there's going to be downsides with this. There's going to be some downsides with the intro that I'm making. Here on this one, we're going to make it smooth as possible. Move this a little bit here. This one, just move it a little bit here until it's smooth. Until you like it. It just looks really good. So see, it looks really nice. See, really nice here. See, really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, so really nice. Okay, to do the coloring effects right, you want to make a new adjustment layer, place it under that, cut this one by Control Shift D on the adjustment layer, and that's how you cut it. Go to hue, press select any color you want. So select this, that, boom. Change it whatever you want. Don't change it to the colors you felt the best, and then you can click on this here, click on this, and then you can click on that, boom. And then you can click on this, you can click on that here, boom, and then you can put 180 here, and then you press 0, boom, 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 and cut this here, and then you got yourself a nice looking that. We can also change the colors whatever we want. So okay, see, looks really nice. See, it looks really nice. It looks really nice here. See, it looks really nice. Oh my goodness, it looks really nice. Really nice looking here. Looks really nice. Okay, now it's time to add the this one is a little too bland. I think I want to add the burst. You can also add the burst, sometimes I use presets, sometimes you can if you really want to. You know, you can also add a burst if you want to, so you can add the burst if you feel like it, but I'm going to show you how to red screen it, everything. So burst, interpret it, 60 FPS. Okay, we want to turn it off. We want to increase it by we want to increase it by whatever we want. So 200 is fine. Let's do it key light this. We want a key like this here. I'm not gonna do a tutorial how to actually make a okay, this one, right? We're gonna use hue. We're gonna make sure it doesn't look good. Yeah, it really depends which one you like. So you can use packs, you know, you can use that, but I sometimes use burst packs sometimes because, you know, I'm too lazy. But in the future I will eventually make a burst tutorial, but I don't know, I have to learn how to do it. But I know how to make spines, so of course you can also do that. You can also use assets if you feel like it, because it saves time. Though you can if you want to, you know. But what sucks is that you can't change the pacing of it, so it's gonna be the way it is. So let's see, drop shadow. Sometimes it doesn't look the best, so you can also make one, which I prefer to make one. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, click on this, make a new composition spine. We're gonna make a shape layer. So shape layer, we're gonna animate them. So you can also draw out some random ones as well. So I usually do is you don't want stroke, just cancel this out. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. We're gonna make a new one because we messed it up. Okay. Make sure your fill is X, so it's empty like this. X. Make sure there's this X slat there. So we're gonna draw them out. So just do whatever you want. Just be as creative as you want for this spine. So there's no rules for it. Usually you just want to connect the dots like this. You want to connect the dots. You want to draw like this here. You want to draw like this, you can also draw like this, whatever you want. I'm gonna end it here. Okay, just scribble like this, just connect the dots like this. Okay, for this, right, all you want to do is that you want to highlight the points. So you want to highlight the points, all the points here. You want to highlight all the points here, and then it will convert it yourself like this. See, boom, boom. Looks like a jagged mess. Okay, now we're going to make the shape. So stroke, we want to do it round cap or butt cap. Just do whatever we want. Okay, for the shape, right, you can also change the skew if you want to. Let's do shape. Okay, let's add the shape. Go to path. No. Fill. No. You can add. Let's add the stroke. Is this right? Nope. Dashes. Nope. Doesn't look right. Okay. Boom. There you go. We already knew it. So go stroke here. Go stroke. Go stroke. Make this 25. You can also do 25. We're gonna make it white, like this. Okay. Now we're gonna add the, what is it called? Paths. No, we don't want paths. We already got paths. You want to add the what is it called? It's pretty tough. How wiggle paths? Let's try wiggle paths here. Ooh, this is nice. Wow, this is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Wiggle paths looks nice, but we already got paths, so let's try this. Fill. Let's do. Where's the? We can do this here. Butt cap, round joint. You know, that looks nice. Let's trim paths. Okay, trim paths. See this? Boom. That's how you do it. So I'll show you how to do it. So yeah, whatever you want, just end it here. End it here. Okay, this part, right? You want to end it here. Boom. Boom. That's how you make boom. Okay, see this? Boom, it looks nice. Now we're gonna copy and paste this, go to transform 180 here, boom. Boom, it actually looks quite nice. Okay, so let's make the color. So I'm gonna make this color here. I'm gonna make this color there. I'm gonna make this color here. Boom. And then I'm gonna place it below that. So okay, you want to add drop shadow. Drop shadow this crap. Here, 45, 15, 8, boom. See how nice it is? Like, boom. We're gonna do the same things here. We're gonna do the same things. We're gonna do the same things. Okay, spine 2. Shape layers. We're gonna draw it out. So we're gonna draw out anything that is random. If you're a bad drawer, this is gonna be a good opportunity for you to practice your drawings here. So just connect the dots randomly as you want to. Just connect the dots randomly here, boom. And then go to convert that to it. Just do that here. Do that here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to convert the dots. That's a lot. Just connect it. Boom. Boom. And then what we do is we're going to go to the spine. We're going to copy trim paths here. just copy the trim paths here. Boom. See how easy it is? And stroke, do at least 35 here, and then for the group, no, we don't want group. We don't want group. Nah, let's do trim paths here. Start. Okay, I'll start at least 0. I'll start here. For this, I'll start at 0. I'll start at the end. 100. Boom. See how easy it is? You can also do that whatever you want. So, and then for this, 180. Do the same things here. Boom. Boom. And then basically drag this here, copy the layer size, paste this here. Paste this here anyways. Okay, paste this here. If you don't like this, you can also change it, but I kind of like it here. So okay, I kind of like it here anyways. Yeah, I don't really like it. I changed my mind. I don't like it, but we're gonna try something new here. So let's try shape layer. Let's draw out again. So let's try to draw out our imagination. So let's try this here, and then let's try this. We're gonna do something wacky. Here's this. Strokes. Stroke. 45. Round cap. No, butt cap is better. Go to add trim paths here. 100. No, 0. Everything 0. Go 10 mark here. Boom. Go this end. Keyframe this here. Boom. Boom. Looks good. Okay. Continue this, but with a different angle. So let's try this here. Make this white, and then for this, make this 270 here. This, make this 180. Then make this color blue, and then we're gonna transport here spine. We're going to copy and paste the layer style tabs into this, and then it's gonna look really good. So see, it looks really good. Except if you don't like, if it's interfering too much, you can also move this around here. But I guess it looks okay. Whatever it is, whatever it looks the best, just choose whatever it looks the best to you. So you can also change. Let's try this. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Okay, let's try this. Boom. Boom, it actually looks good. Okay, so Looks good. I don't really like the burst in my opinion. They look ugly. I don't like these. These are too ugly. So yeah. Okay guys. So after you're satisfied with this intro product, right? You can do is we're gonna add the fade, like we're gonna add the transition. So we're gonna choose wrap blobs. Nah, I don't know, wrap blobs, and you can also keyframe this here. But I like wrap blobs, so it looks good. So I'm gonna show you. Keyframe this here. No, put it at least 100 here. Leave it at 0. Boom. Boom. And then also check the last part here. Last part here, and then that should be the last part, I guess. So make it at least a little further than that, but here you go. Boom. 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 We're gonna add the, what is it called? We're gonna add the blur because it looks ugly. We're gonna add the blur. Put it underneath the text. Call it blur. Get gloss and blur here. Make it at least 7. Make it at least 7. Make it at least 7, and then just verify that you're happy with the result here. So that you're happy with the result, and then we're gonna make the RSMB. So place it here, and RSMB, and we're gonna add motion blur. So go drag this in. Motion sensitivity, put it at least 60. Put at least 1.10, whatever your settings is, and then don't use GPU. Yeah, you can use GPU if you have an NVIDIA GPU, but AMD, I'm not sure. Okay. Once you're satisfied, right, and you want to render this out, you want to click here. You want to go to Add Render Queue, click Lossless, put QuickTime, press OK. Save whatever you want, so just save it here. I'm just going to call it whatever I want. Press OK and just hit Enter. And it should be rendered out here, depending on how long the intro is, how much stuff you put, and also how good your PC is. And once everything is done, go on, drag it to Premiere or Movie Maker or whatever, or other softwares to convert it into MP4. So yeah, or you can use Adobe Media Encoder, but I'd rather do it this way, so it's a lot easier. So yeah. If you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to comment down. I am so happy that I love to make this 2D full intro tutorial, even though I make several mistakes and even I change my mind so many times. I still enjoy it, and I'm really glad I help you guys so much. So if you guys really like this video, feel free to like it, subscribe, or dislike, or unsubscribe, whatever you do. I hope you guys have a safe day and have a good day. Bye.